I'm just so glad that you guys worked it all out.
Oh, I knew they would. I told you last night that you guys would make up, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
So you promise that you're never gonna break up as long as you live?
You have my word. You know, lucky for me, your mom's the most understanding woman in the world. You know, I don't know what I ever did to deserve her.
Oh, where should I start? How about 20 years ago when you rescued me from that fire? I wouldn't even be alive if it weren't for you, Sam.
That's exactly what I want us to be like when we get married. We're never gonna break up either.
Hey, guys. Hi.
Hey, Kay. How's Simone? Has there been any change, or?
Is she still conscious?
Yeah, and her eyes are open, and she's talking, and...
Does she remember anything from the accident?
No. It's like her mind's a blank when it comes to the accident.
Well, it's not unusual, but it'll be tougher to find the creep who hit her and drove off.
Hey, are you guys... What did I miss?
It's the best news, Kay. Mom and Dad are back together.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for all of us.
Hey, if you don't mind, Ross.
Just one question. Why the scarf? It must be in the 80s today. You wouldn't be trying to hide something, would you? Oh! Ow!
Oh dear. I'm afraid these old stairs are a bit treacherous for people who aren't used to them.
Oh, guess what? It's the best news you can imagine.
Don't tell me.
Mom and Dad are back together.
Oh, how perfectly grand. Oh, I'm so happy for you, my dear.
Tabitha.
You okay?
Better than okay. I'm about this close to proving that Tabitha is a bona fide witch.
Would you give it a rest, Reese?
Not a chance. You know why she's wearing that scarf around her neck? To hide the fact that her little doll just sewed her head back on.
Maybe you got a concussion when you fell down the stairs.
I'm not making this up. It's for real.
I'm sorry, Reese. You spend too much time in front of the computer. You know, you need to get out in the fresh air more.
You don't believe me, but when we were at the hospital the other night, I saw that little doll run by carrying Tabitha's head and her body chasing after him.
Okay, not another word, Reese. You need help.
But it's the truth. I'll prove it to you.
Hey, dear, I wanted to ask you...
Reese, how could you?
I told you. Her head has been sewn back on. See for yourselves. Tabitha's head has been sewn on. It proves that she's a witch.
The nerve of him. Never in all my born days have I known such a...
It's true. Just
That is enough.
You know what? Leave Tabitha alone.
But
No. How can you act like this towards Tabitha when she has been so nice to my family?
I am so sorry, Tabitha. I think we're all just a bit wound up from the events of the last few days.
You owe Tabitha an apology.
I beg to differ, sir. I just almost caught her and her little doll upstairs a little while ago, sewing her head back on her neck. It's true. And I saw her last night running around without her head.
Oh, what an imagination the boy's got. What you saw were scratches on my neck from the thorns on my rose bushes in the garden. His imagination's running away with him again.
Please. Were the scratches bad, Tabitha?
Oh, well, not really. Oh, I suppose you think I'm vain wearing a scarf like this, but I just didn't want anyone to notice the blemish. Kay, dear, would you make me a cup of tea, please? My nerves are positively frayed.
Of course.
All right, look. Not one more word against Tabitha. No. She's the nicest old lady I've ever met.
Hey, guys. I was thinking, now that Mom and Dad are back together and Simone's gonna get out of the hospital soon, maybe we should plan our school trip.
No more proms after last year's disaster.
I can hardly blame you, Miguel. But you might fare better if you try and stay on dry ground this time around.
Yeah.
I don't want to party until Simone's out of the hospital.
And besides, you know, we're gonna have so much stuff going on with my family's double wedding, so...
Oh, that's right. Oh, my. Louise is marrying Sheridan Crane, and your sister's marrying young Ethan the same day.
Charity and I are going to be in the wedding party.
I have to be good. I have to be good.
10 to 1, she'll break her resolution before the week's out.
Maybe we could put off planning a party, but we could start planning the trip. Yeah?
I, for one, vote that we go back to Harmony's original settlement. I'd love to do some more research on witches.
No.
Negative. I always wanted to go on one of those lighthouse tours in Maine.
Boring.
Well, no, what about Vermont?
Vermont's fine.
That's boring.
Oh, Sam, Grace, hi.
Oh, Mom, Dad. Hey, you guys are just in time to help us pick out a place for our end-of-the-year school trip. I always wanted to go on one of those lighthouse tours in Maine.
Boring.
Well, no, what about Vermont?
Vermont's fine.
That's boring.
Oh, Sam, Grace, hi.
Oh, Mom, Dad. Hey, you guys are just in time to help us pick out a place for our end-of-the-year school trip.
Oh, maps and everything. What are you guys thinking about?
We're thinking somewhere in New England.
Well, I don't care where you go, as long as it's safe and inexpensive to get to.
Yeah, but Dad, we don't want to feel like we're too close to home either. Hey, I've got it!
Where?
This island right off the coast.
Let me
Look.
see. Warlock Island.
Tabitha.